Good morning students. In this video we are going to see poetic device figures of speech. Figures of speech are used in poetry to make the language of the poem more beautiful and effective. It is not the ordinary form of expression and it is used to produce a greater effect. Figures of speech are called the beauty of language. Figures of speech which show contrast or opposition. 1. Antithesis and 2. Oxymoron. First one is antithesis. Anti means opposite, thesis means thoughts. Two opposite thoughts or ideas are found in a sentence. For example, united we stand, divided we fall. Here, two opposite words, united and divided, are used in the same line. So it is the example of antithesis. Next one is oxymoron. Two opposite words are found together in a sentence. Means two opposite words are used in the same line. For example, my life is an open secret. Here two opposite words, open and secret, are used in the same line. So it is oxymoron. Then you might be thought that in antithesis also there are two opposite words, in oxymoron also there are two opposite words. Then what is difference in between? In antithesis, two opposite thoughts are used in a sentence. And here in oxymoron, two opposite words are used in a sentence but altogetherly. Means two opposite words are used altogether. It is oxymoron. Here are given two figures of speech, one simile, two metaphor. These two figures of speech show comparison. Simile shows direct comparison and metaphor shows indirect comparison. Simile, direct comparison between two different objects or two different things by using word as or like. For example, he is as brave as a lion. Here, he is directly compared with lion by using as, so it is simile. Next one is metaphor. It is an implied simile or it is an implied comparison. Two different things or objects are compared with each other. Indirectly, it is called metaphor. For example, he is a lion. Here he is compared with lion indirectly, so it is implied comparison. On the basis of repetition, here are given two figures of speech, one alliteration and two repetition. Alliteration, a letter is repeated or sound is repeated. First letter of a word is repeated. For example, the bright bird flew. Here, initial letter B is repeated. Bright, first letter B, and bird, first letter B. B letter is repeated, so it is the alliteration. Repetition, a word, phrase, or a sentence is repeated. For example, 2 and 2 make 4. Here, word 2 is repeated, so it is the example of repetition. Then what is difference in between alliteration and repetition? In alliteration, initial sound, one letter is repeated, whereas in repetition, one word, one phrase or one sentence is repeated. This is difference in between alliteration and repetition. Next figure of speech is pun. What is meant by pun? Pun, one word has two meanings, is called pun. For example, the happiness of life depends on liver. Here, word liver has two meanings. First meaning is part of stomach and second meaning is one who lives. It means here one word liver has two meanings. So, pun means one word has two meanings. Tautology. What is meant by tautology? Two words have one meaning. is called tautology. For example, sign of the filth and the dirt. Here, filth and dirt are synonyms. These two words having same meaning, two similar meaning words are used in the same line. So it is the example of tautology. Then what is difference in between pun and tautology? In pun, one word has two meanings, and here in tautology, similar meanings words are used in the same line. It is the difference in between pun and tautology. Next figure of speech is litotes. What is meant by litotes? Negative sentence gives positive stress to the meaning of a sentence is called litotes. Negative sentence gives positive touch to the meaning. For example, I am not an ordinary man. Your sentence is negative, but the stress is positive. I am not ordinary means I am extraordinary. Next one is irony. A positive sentence gives negative stress to the meaning of a sentence. For example, she is so intelligent that wisdom is invisible on the earth means she is cunning instead of intelligent, and she is cunning here given negative stress means sentence is positive but it gives negative stress to the meaning is called irony. Next one is interrogation. When question is asked without expecting any answer is called interrogation. Poet uses such kind of question to give poetic effect. For example, how will you explain the life? Here this question is asked by the poet without expecting the answer, so it is a rhetorical question means it is interrogation. Next one is exclamation. When sudden strong feelings are expressed through sentence is called exclamation. For example, what a horrible place. Here sudden strong feelings are expressed through this sentence and at last there is exclamation mark. So it is exclamation figures of speech. Next figure of speech is apostrophe. O plus somebody and exclamation mark. This figure of speech is used to address somebody who is absent or dead. For example, oh God, please help me. Here, someone is addressing to God. So it is the example of apostrophe. Next figure of speech is personification. What is meant by personification? When human action is given to non-human or non-living thing, it's called personification. For example, the roses were smiling. Smiling is a human action, but it has given to non-human thing. So it is the example of personification. Next one is transferred epithet. When human feeling is transferred to non-human or non-living thing. For example, I slept on a restless bed. Human feeling restless is given to non-living thing bed. So it is the example of transferred epithet. What is difference in between personification and transferred epithet? In personification, human action is given to non-human or non-living thing. Whereas in transferred epithet, human feeling is given to non-human or non-living thing. Next one is hyperbole. What is meant by hyperbole? Hyperbole is a overstatement or it is exaggeration or it is over-exaggerated statement. For example, the tea is icy cold. It is over-exaggeration. It is over-exaggerated statement. So it is hyperbole. Euphemism. When a sentence expresses an unpleasant event, idea, etc. in less unpleasant or mild manner is called euphemism. For example, he passed away. Passed away means he died. Death is an unpleasant idea. It is unpleasant event, but it has given in mild manner or less unpleasant manner. So, given statement is the euphemism. Next one is epigram. When two opposite views are presented to create surprise, it is epigram. For example, child is the father of man. Here, child is a father, it surprises us. So, it is the example of epigram. Next one is paradox. What is meant by paradox? When truth is revealed in a ridiculous manner. For example, a teacher must be cruel to be kind. Here, truth is given, truth is revealed in ridiculous, means not good manner. So, it is the example of paradox. Next figure of speech is synecdoche. What is meant by synecdoche? It is a substitution of word used as a part of the whole. For example, our hearts are peace. Here, heart is used for part of body. Next one is metonym. What is meant by metonym? It is a substitution of name. For example, she must address the chair. Next figure of speech is inversion. What is meant by inversion? When a sentence is not written in correct word order or correct order, is called inversion. For example, never friend makes he. Given statement is not in correct word order, then what is the correct word order? The correct order is he never makes friend. It is a correct word order. It means when word order is not grammatically correct, it is called inversion. And last one is onomatopoeia. What is meant by onomatopoeia? When word conveys sound is called onomatopoeia. For example, zoom zoom aeroplane flies. Here word zoom zoom expresses the sound of aeroplane. So it is the example of onomatopoeia. Second example, pitter patter falls the rain. Here word pitter patter conveys the sound of rain. It means when word conveys sound is called onomatopoeia. In this way we have seen figures of speech in this video. Students, you have to read them very carefully and write examples in your notebook. Thank you.